All right, Uncle Mosh, let's go ahead and jump into Sea Fans mailbag.
Is it that time?
It's that time, man.
There he is, fading, looking. He's under the gun. He's caught, he's thrown. It is. Oh, he caught it.
All right, so here on Raiders Fan Radio, we love to hear from our folks. And, of course, we're going to get into those that called, and we'll hear from the capo. But before we do that, we've got some emails to read. We got a plethora of emails to read. Let me get jumping in right here. Swaggy's not here tonight to mess him up, so I know he's listening. So, hey, Swaggo, let me show you how it's done. Hey, what's up, Murph? Swag Jeff, Uncle Mosh, and all of my fellow brothers and sisters of the Silver and Black Nation. It's Kiljaedas. How's it going? You know what, Kiljaedas? I'm going to have to get you to call in and tell me how to say your name. Kiljaedas. It's a great name. I wish I wasn't butchering it. Coming at you from Alaska. Yes, there are Raider fans here. Yes, there is internet here. And no, we don't plug our internet cable into a moose's behind to get reception or have a polar bear run on a giant hamster wheel while dragging a raw piece of caribou to get electricity. I'm one of the lesser-known Raider fans that puts out Raider videos. And I almost thought that I should make a video of this and post it. But I instead wanted to put this to you all. We are fans here in Alaska and have ice in our veins, and our hatred for other teams runs deeper than the Pacific Ocean. Deeper than the tub of pudding that Andy Reid probably had after winning the Super Bowl. Hashtag, who's fat?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, you keep going. I'll find it.
Fat of the week.
Says he's fat.
Who's fat?
Andy Reid. Deeper than John Elway's love for himself and his buck-toothed donkey face, and deeper than Phil.
Oh, man, I love this guy.
This is terrible. And this one's bad.
Oh, no.
And deeper than Phillip Rivers' pullout game. Now, in Alaska.
Oh, no.
Now, in Alaska, there's somewhat a wide range of different fans. You have some Packers, some Vikings, Niners, Cowboys, Broncos, and, of course, a few Raider fans. But we all hate one team here in Alaska the most. One team whose fans were never, rewind that and hit play, never around until the team got good. I'm talking about those sucky, sufferable, second-class, seasonal, that they are, Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to say that again just for Jeff. I'm talking about those sucky, sufferable, second-class seasonals that are the Seattle Seahawks.
What's up, English major?
They were never around back in the day. Never saw a Seahawk fan growing up in the 90s. Trying to find a Seacluck fan in Alaska was like finding a nucleus of sanity in Antonio Brown's brain. Hashtag FAB. You were just not going to find one. Then all of a sudden, the Seaquacks made it to the Super Bowl and lost to the Squealers.
This Kiljaedas?
Yes.
This is awesome.
Much like the way Big Ben Worthlessburger got tackled short of the goal line, picked up the ball, and put it in the end zone. So, too, were the emergence of the 12th man movement when it sprouted out in Alaska and claimed that they were always here. It just suddenly overnight happened when Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, and company started making the playoffs constantly. Overnight, my state that had no pro league team except for the late Alaska Aces hockey team, RIP, had adopted this team from Seattle as if they had always been there, that they were always fans of this team, and that they'd been fans of this sector of suckiness since the beginning.
Sector of suckiness.
Oh, my gosh. He's
That's
so funny.
So funny.
But riddle, it goes on. Page 2.
Oh, okay, page 2.
But riddle me this. Name 2 or more quarterbacks that played on the Sea Chickens before Russell Wilson.
Jim Zorn and John Kitna.
Name a few RBs before Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, gosh. Sean Alexander.
Name a Hall of Famer that was a Seattle Seasucker. Was his team always a part of the NFC West? You present these questions to them, and they can't tell you.
Steve Largent.
Bandwagoners, who lot of them except maybe a handful. The constant waving of the 12th flag is a stain of savagery. The arrogance of the constant domination without knowing your past is like scratching a chalkboard with your nails. I give those who admit that they are new fans a break. After all, they need to be like a real fan and look up their history. They need to know about being a lesser AFC West rival, being under the gun of Matt Hasselbeck and Trent Dilfer, handing the rock to Sean Alexander, and having a defensive stud like the boss, Brian Bosworth, a.k.a. Bose Beep.
Yeah.
I'm a Raider fan, and even I know these players. The fact is, they need to stop and remember their past and realize that things were not how they are now. Another sick, self-serving song that these seacucks like to sing in the claim of territory, which I find to be sinful. They expect that if you are here in Alaska, you have to be a sea chick fan, and they don't hide their disdain for you. The way they look at you, the way their eyes flare with smut at the thought that there is a foreign enemy on their soil. My reply is to say, it's that with a B. Alaska is neutral ground, much like how it is in Wyoming, Mississippi, Montana, Virginia, and other states. And let's not forget other countries. You may lay claim to a certain state if that's where your city is, but you cannot lay claim to other states outside the Raider Nation. The Raider Nation is a worldwide nation, but we do not claim states, we claim the people. It's the people who are the nation, and yet here they are with their sickly sneers, thinking they are entitled to something. H to the E to the...
You took out Mosh with that one.
Oh, my gosh. I'm dying over here. I'm wanting to laugh. H to the E to the double L to the N to the O. You can't take away what I became the moment I popped out of the womb. And you can't lay claim to what's not yours. So let me ask you all in the chat, Murph, Jeff, Mosh, and all the Raider Nation that live outside the motherlands of California and now Nevada, what have you ever had to pull out with as a Raider fan on the outside? What fan bases have been the most annoying to you? Thank you for your time in reading this email. Catch you later. Bye.
Nice job, Kiljaedas. Dang, man. He brought
What a great
thunder
Raider.
on that one, man. Great job.
Good job, buddy.
Wow, that was awesome. So quickly, just to answer the question there, what fan bases bug me, Mosh? Well, I'll give you a regional one, and then I'll give you an overall one and tie it back up to the Raiders. So, growing up, I was not a college football fan. Growing up in the Bay Area, we had Stanford and Cal. I did not have any family members nor any other direct affiliations to either one of those colleges, aside from, sadly, John Elway or Marshawn and Aaron Rodgers coming through Cal. Like there wasn't they weren't like prominent programs. But then when I moved to the South, then I really got and understood what college football was all about. And I'm not poo-pooing on the college team in your area, wherever you are. But if you're not in an SEC city or an SEC region, I'm sorry, you don't get it, because it's a whole nother world down here. It's literally like a religion. And when I got down here and saw that firsthand, was also right around the time that UT won their national championship, post Peyton Manning. This was T. Martin. This was, and it was just insane. And at that point, it really resonated with me. So all that said, being a resident of Tennessee drives me nuts. Alabama fan. Can't stand him. And I work with a diehard Alabama fan, and I got a lot of respect for him because he's been an Alabama fan his whole life. But people that live in Tennessee, were born in Tennessee, and are Alabama fans, I'm like, what the hell's the matter with you? Like, that's your rival. That should be Georgia and Alabama and Florida. And you should despise these teams. And for people that live here and throw Roll Tide around with their Tennessee license plate, Stop it. It drives me crazy. So that, and then I'll give you one more, the Chiefs fans. Because no one,
don't even get
like
me
Kiljaedas
going.
was talking about there, like Kiljaedas was talking about there, that like, you know, name me a quarterback before Patrick Mahomes or even Alex Smith or whatever. Mosh, when we were at the draft last year here in Nashville, like, I'm not kidding. You couldn't find a Derek Thomas jersey.
Nope.
You couldn't find a Tony Gonzalez jersey.
You and Q and I tried to find anything other than
Kermit the
Frog.
Everybody owns a Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, so you just became a fan. Don't tell me you've been a fan for a million years. We're in your crispy 15. Like, I don't buy it, man. So anyways, Chiefs fans that are now, and now they're especially, they're coming out of the woodwork. I can't stand them.
I am the Sizzler.
Sizzler.
Sizzler. Sizzler.
All right, so tonight's Sizzler Award. Of course, we heard from we started things off with the guys that sit at the table with Capo and Mojo, and then we heard from iPatch, and he's just jonesing for some sports, man. And and iPatch was saying he's getting tired of the MJ stuff.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to MJ ever intended, but this thing is when it's the only game on TV. I mean, we were sitting here earlier, we were going, all right, NASCAR will be back this Sunday. No fans in the stands, but NASCAR, I mean, we're all jonesing a little bit. Holy Roller was brought up. The Holy Roller, the chicken versus the snake and chickens don't ever win that battle.
No.
By Steve, and we love that. Kevin, plans for the tailgate. Well, you know what, Kevin? Hook up with Mojo. He's got those plans squared away. And then our last caller, the Atlanta chapter president, asked us to be there. We will get with them, and we will let out that information. It looks like by reading the chat tonight, a lot of people are going to go to that.
Yeah, that's going to be
cool.
cool.
A lot of people are going to go to that. But tonight's Sizzler Award comes from the emails.
Oh, nice. Love it.
Let me just read you one or two of the passages from the email, and you tell me who the winner is.
Okay.
Andy Reid.
Fact.
Deeper than the tub of pudding that Andy Reid had after the Super Bowl win, deeper than John Elway's love for himself, his buck-toothed donkey face, and deeper than Phillip Rivers' pullout game. And then in the next paragraph, I'm talking about those sucky, sufferable second-class seasons that are the Seattle Seahawks. I'm talking about those sucky, sufferable second-class seasonals that are the Seattle Seahawks. I love that sentence.
So good.
I love it. So.
Or should I say so sweet?
So sweet. and not sucky.
And succinct. Swell.
Kiljaedas.
Kiljaedas, we don't know how to say your name.
I'm going to go with the Yadas. Kiljaedas.
So sweetie swung a sizzler.
Kiljaedas, you win the Sizzler Award for this and there was many more things.
Yeah.
It was an outstanding, well-crafted, well-written, one of those that just is, I mean,
I'm only half
phenomenal.
joking. You're an English major and an English teacher.
Yeah.
You appreciate this kind of stuff.
Oh, my gosh. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So congratulations on your first BRT Sizzler Award. One more time for you, my brother.
I am the Sizzler.
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 So, the first one.
Okay, who we got, Mosh?
Hey, what's up, Murph? Uncle Mosh, Swaggy Jeff, and my brothers and sisters of the Black and Silver Nation. It's Kiljaedas 907. How's it going?
Kiljaedas.
Kiljaedas.
You do the
I
H.
do, yeah.
I say the J. Kiljaedas. Yeah.
Coming all the way up north in Alaska. Oh, that's where the 907 is. I gave you all a phone call with my cell phone, and before you ask, yes, we have cell phone reception in Alaska, and no, we don't duct tape an antenna on a moose's antler to get cell phone reception. But I don't think it was good enough, so please use the email instead of the phone call. Okay.
Okay.
I
I think you're getting both used. But go ahead.
I am one of the most northern Raider fans in the world. And he
Wow.
actually is because he's at the top of the world.
Right.
Other than Santa.
Right. It's like Kiljaedas and then
Santa.
Yeah.
One of the lesser known YouTubers who puts out Raider videos. Santa does not do that.
No.
So he is.
I didn't know Kiljaedas did either.
Kiljaedas is the northernmost.
You added an O. No, it's Kiljaedas.
Kiljaedas. No, I'm changing it. Kiljaedas. Doesn't that sound better?
Kiljaedas.
Kiljaedas.
I kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
I'd like to have the
And
Kiljaedas.
it's going to continue to change. It's going to be like.
Oh, it's going to change every day.
Yeah. It's going to be Kiljaedas by the. Yeah, that's what we Okay.
Kiljaedas.
So northernmost. So if he's in northern Alaska,
yes.
could you be the most northernmost Raider fan?
He is the, other than Santa, he is the northernmost YouTuber who puts out Raider videos. Wait for it. In the world.
I love it. Let's just from now on refer to him as the northernmost Raider fan.
The northernmost as no. He is. Whoa.
Oh, almost lost that.
That was I-40 needs repair. Wow.
That's cool, man.
He is the northern light.
Oh.
He is the northern.
The northern light.
He is the northern light in our dark world.
Oh, that's nice.
I need to do that in like a Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, we'll compress your voice all down.
Kiljaedas, I'm on you, brother.
Okay.
All right. And just to clarify, that's kill to the J to the Das.
See? Kiljaedas.
Kiljaedas. But I love the spiciness that Uncle Mosh gave my name. So, Padrino Uncle Mosh,
hey,
you can continue to say my name like that. Thank
nice.
you, Kiljaedas.
Padrino, that's like Godfather.
Godfather,
right?
Yeah. So he goes on.
Okay.
The Padrino Uncle Mosh and Murph kept saying, Kiljaedas, give us a call. And I'm like, oh, I better give you guys a call, especially since our Padrino requested it. And as we all know, we must answer the call of our Padrino Uncle Mosh. I love this guy.
I know.
This is
awesome.
my new best friend.
Yeah.
Before we get to everything, these recent times call for attention. I hope everyone in Raider Nation is safe. There's a lot of hate going on in the world, and I feel like I'm that person that has a house on a hill looking down at a village that's burning to the ground. And I hope that the fire doesn't come to my house. Me too, brother. The house being Alaska, the village being the 48 mainland states, aka the lower 48, excluding Hawaii. Raider Nation. No, he wrote that. Excluding Hawaii.
Okay.
Let's remember, and this is important right here. He says, Raider Nation, let's remember to treat each other with love and respect. My father is a retired police officer and a fellow Raider fan. Thank you for your service, Papa Kiljaedas. And it's hard to see the image that's being shown to police officers. The acts of a few making it seem like every cop does that. The same can be said for those who were peacefully protesting. The acts of a few making it seem like the protests and protesters are going to become rioters and riots. The Raider fan who wears blue, I pray for your safety in these times, and I hope that you are the ones that conduct yourselves with respect,
Amen.
Dignity, and professionalism.
Amen.
And to the Raider fans who are among the protesters, I pray for your safety as you spread your message. If you are one of those police officers that isn't doing what you're supposed to do, and you're one of these protesters that's out there just to start riots, just remember that you are not only ruining people's lives, but you could very well be ruining a fellow Raider fan's life. Just think about that.
Oh, interesting.
Very good take.
Good one.
But enough of that. So let's get to business. Our business. Our schedule is quite something, isn't it? We get the NFC South and the AFC East this year. That means the Raiders are going up against teams like the New Orleans Complaints. Hey,
Nice.
no ain'ts.
No ain'ts. Hey.
The refs screwed you over to the clubhouse. Who dat? we the president and reigning champion of the Screwed by the Refs Club.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna throw fisticuffs with Newton and the Pussycats. But since they released Cam Newton, I guess it's just the Carolina Pussycats. Or since it's gonna be Josh Allen at the helm, it can be Josie and Joshy and the Pussycats.
Nice.
This guy's good.
That's good. That's
Kiljaedas
good. I like
is
it.
good. Someone make a parody song from Josie and the Pussycats to Joshy and the Pussycats. Barbera cartoons were the best. Anyway, we also got Atlanta Falcons, because you never know if the Dirty Birds are going to fly free or it's going to be a free win. They're all so confusing.
We'll be there for that one.
Yeah, we will. And we have ourselves a battle on the sea. Ship against ship. Remember when he did his thing about the Seahawks?
Oh, yeah, that was
first
good.
fell on this guy,
Yeah, that was good.
The Flying Dutchman versus the Black Pearl. The Tampa Bay Brady Niners, Palpatine's champion, has left him trying to forge a path that shows the belly cheat system wasn't what won those titles, but Brady himself. No tuck rule and Belichick to save him from the black hole to swallow him into oblivion? Wow. We're going to lock horns with Buffalo Billy Goats. Win, lose, or tie, they're going to break tables and have parking lot orgies. And I thought we Raider fans were crazy. I think it's time
Bill's Mafia, man.
they're crazy, huh?
Nuts.
How much fun. I think it's time we beat them back into endangered species list. We also get the Miami Tuna. Will it be fins up or fins down? Since Ryan Tannehill is no longer leading the pod away from our trolley. I think it's time that we hook them, fillet them, throw them into the smoker, then grind them up into a nice dip to serve with crackers.
Oh, pleasant.
And
just a nice dip. Nice dip. Who doesn't like a nice dip?
Yeah. We also have the butt fumble New York Gliders. But they're probably butt fumble their way into something stupid. Speaking of something stupid,
okay,
we have a dying empire. Much like the stagnant Romans, New England has become negligent, stagnant, and complacent. Their hero has left them, and now the temperatures have dropped. The Rhine has frozen, and the hordes of RaiderNation will descend upon Foxborough to unleash the pent-up fury of years of being beaten and subjugated at the hands of the New England Cheatriots.
Wow.
Let's us toss Empire Belichick into the reactor of our Death Star. Holy crap! That I'm gonna have to go back and highlight that paragraph. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
That was good.
Let us not forget, and he goes on.
Oh my gosh.
We have other opponents, such as the Factory of Sadness Cleveland Browns.
Factory of Sadness.
Once again, he need to flush the Browns down the toilet. Hopefully they won't clog the bowl. We also got the My Little Indianapolis Ponies. And they have a familiar face, Phillip Rivers. We get one more chance to dominate him before he runs off crying to his wife and makes another addition to his personal sports team. Hashtag, get this man a vasectomy.
Oh, hang on.
And yes, we have our usual sucky San Diego. Oops, I mean the loathsome Los Angeles Sparklers. The design, that's D-E-I-G-N, Dane Denver Bronchies, and the kooky Kansas City Chiefs. Without Rivers, the Sparklers won't sparkle like the little firework they are. The Donkeys are doing dastardly deeds in hee-haw country, and so deny that they won't dawdlingly dawdle around, do their usual debauchery by splitting with us for the millionth time. The little Chiefs are no longer in their cupboard. It's time that we step up to the true rival. I'm having a hard time reading. Sorry, buddy. True rivals of the
Well, you say
Pebbleheads.
you're War and Peace.
He really did. Again.
Again.
And make them earn their way into the playoffs. We can't let them match us in Super Bowl trophies. They have us in overall records with 65 wins, 52 losses, and 2 ties. They have us in AFL titles, 3-1. But we have them in AFC West titles and Super Bowl titles. A shift in the wind is needed. Hopefully, Andy Reid's Super Bowl victory lap, which is pretty much going to every restaurant in Kansas City and ordering a meal, has left him in a food coma. Hashtag, who's fat?
Fat.
Page 2.
Oh my gosh! Dang.
We have a tough
They're
schedule.
long days in Alaska.
We have a tough, yeah, they are. We have a tough schedule. Unfortunately, I can't be like some of our brothers and sisters who are extremely positive right now. I can't be like and get your Macho Man Randy Savage voice ready because, oh yeah, the Raiders are gonna be the champions. Yeah, we're going 16-0, winning the Super Bowl because we are the Tower of Power. Too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, sky's the limit, space is the place, and we are the cream of the crop. Yeah!
I like how we dropped the Tower of Power
I
reference.
love it.
Little East Bay Grease going
Yeah,
on right
man.
there, bud.
If I need to call in and do the voice, I will. Sorry, buddy, I was just trying to read. Where am I at? Nah. I love you guys who you are, but I can't be like that. It makes the disappointment too. Okay, let me tell you this, though, because I have a minimum goal for the Raiders, and the goal is wild card berth. That's the minimum that I want, okay?
Okay.
They do that, and I'm happy. If they exceed that, I'm even happier. If they make it all the way to the Super Bowl, I'll cry like a little girl, because I'm like all the other fans that were born after '83 and have never seen the Raiders win a Super Bowl except on the NFL specials. But minimum is a wild card berth because we haven't seen them play yet. Only then will we see how much potential the season will be for us. But anyways, much love and respect to all the Raider Nation, young and old, new and old. Salute to Capo Q-Dog. Hey, yo, Raider Ramon. By the way, am I the only one that can't help but roll the R when it comes to saying the name of Raider Ramon and Raider Bon Rico? Speaking of which, I just found all of my clothes after Rico's last call. It was pretty awkward going to work and having to explain why I wasn't fully dressed. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all for reading my email. Catch you all later. Bye. P.S. I don't know if my message will still recording because while I was taking a voice chimed in and said goodbye. And I didn't know if it was still recording or not. Let me know if it was still recording and I'll make sure to do a proper and full voicemail next time. Thanks.
Okay.
So that goes to you. What happened? Did it record or no?
Yeah, I think we played his voicemail when he left it a couple weeks ago. It's been a minute since we did RFR Live. But yeah, so when you call and you leave a message, you got 3 minutes because that's all Google Voice gives you. And then, so if you hear the goodbye, then you've been claimed by Google Voice for sure. Appreciate you, Kiljaedas. Man, that was awesome, man. Love all the wordplay as always. So creative in his emails.
I didn't do it justice.
No,
I
you
would have
did
loved to
great.
have been able to do the whole Macho Man, but
That one middle run there, that one paragraph he had.
oh my
in there,
gosh, that was so awesome.
That was when he brought up subjugated.
Gosh,
That was good. That was
he's
strong.
great.
That was
He's great. I
Okay.
love this guy.
We are Metallica, and we are here for your Oakland Raiders!
You know why we out here, and we ain't playing around today.
From The Walking Dead to errant Jedi Knights, Raiders fans are a rogues gallery.